Hello there and welcome back to my YouTube channel. James here as ever for today's video all about how to complete your Ethics and Professional Skills module, that's the EPSM for short, and a complete guide to absolutely everything you need to know about it. If this is the first time you've visited my channel before, my name is James, I'm an ACCA qualified member from the UK, and on my channel I help out ACCA and accounting students around the world to become qualified accountants. My channel is 100% student-led and I dedicate all my videos to my lovely subscribers wherever you may be around the world. And today is no different because, as you can see down here, Rahul has kindly got in touch. Thank you very much, Rahul. I respond to absolutely every query as well, guys. So if you want to leave me a comment at the bottom, more than happy to help, because as you can see on here, Rahul's put, can you make a video regarding on how to do ethics and professional module, and will I be able to attempt this without completing the applied skills papers? I've completed only the applied knowledge papers and I want to complete the ethics module as soon as possible. So can you assist me? Well, Rahul, do not worry, my friend, I have got you. In this video, I'm going to take you through a free resource available to you on ACCA's website. If you click the link in the description of this video, it's going to take you directly there. I've got my other insightful notes on top of it, and I'm going to walk and talk you through all the important things. So, if you haven't subscribed to my channel before and you'd like access to all of my free resources, you know what to do. Just simply hit the button below, and then you get access to all my free videos and new uploads. If you find the video helpful, which I hope you do, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and like. I really appreciate all the support, so thank you very much as ever. And I talked about it earlier, but leave me a comment below of any queries that you have. I answer them all. I'm more than happy to help. So without any further ado, Rahul, get yourself comfy, because we're going to walk and talk it through. You'll need a pen and paper to get all the key details down, and let's get started then. 3, 2, 1, and go! Okay then, so if you click the link in the description of the video, it's going to take you onto ACCA's website where you have access to this Ethics and Professional Skills module all on one page where it breaks it down, everything that you need to know about how to complete it. I'm on the side, all the important information is in the middle, and as you can see it's nicely broken down on here, but James, come on, where are your sort of insights and knowledge and added value that is going to make me put a massive like on this video? Would I let you down? So make sure you give it a like, thank you very much. But as you can see in here, I'm just going to walk and talk you through all of the key elements that you need to know about for your Ethics and Professional Skills module. So let's start with the actual introduction over here, and I'm going to assume that you've not actually done any of the learning units on this. So basically, it is an online learning module that tests your decision making and behaviour in real world business scenarios, okay? This is part of the ACCA qualification, you have to do it, so I'm going to tell you the best time to do it as well later on in this video, so make sure you hang around to the end. You have 10 units, and this is where, for your notes, if you've got a pen and paper today, you have 7 learning units and 3 assessment and support units. I'm going to break this down later on, as you can see from the notes on here. But each of the actual notes are designed to actually apply back to the workplace to develop you as an individual and professional on there, and to help you achieve exam success because it all links into your strategic professional exams. Now, I've got some extra notes on here that I think you really need to hear. And the first one is that you actually have to pay to do, okay, your Ethics and Professional Skills module. Now for the UK, that's a one-off fee of £82. So make sure you get it down in your notes as to say, well, one, how much is it for the country where you're from? And then secondly, is it covered maybe within your study contract, or will you have to pay for it yourself? If you don't know what a study contract is for your ACCA and you want to know more about it, I have other videos on the channel about that. So again, feel free to check it out, get it in your notes to look at this, to look at those videos after this. ACCA recommend and say that it approximately takes around 15 hours to complete this module, okay? And tests throughout the module, and you have an assessment at the end of the module that you have to pass. So as you go through, in simple terms, those 10 units, you're going to have some tests as you go through to check your learning, and then at the end you're going to have an assessment that you have to pass. So you can retake that assessment. There are no extra fees, so it's not like the exams where if you fail the exam, you've got to pay the money again. If you've paid the £82, you've paid the £82, and if you fail it first time, you can retake it. So make sure you get that jotted down just to calm your nerves, but I wouldn't, just don't rush it through. That's the key thing which a lot of ACCA students fall into. It's designed to help and develop you versus actually trying to get it done as quickly as possible, because we're going to come on to how that knowledge is actually going to be applied. So they alluded to it just then to actually help you achieve exam success in your strategic professional exams. And what we're referring to here is the ethics and professional skills module. Is recommended that you actually do this before you actually go on to SBL, SBR, and picking your 2 options. Okay, so that's after completing your F1 to F9. But as you can see from my note at the bottom, you don't have to complete it all if you have already done the old professional ethics module, but you can still do this. Okay, so this is where maybe you registered as an ACCA student a fair few number of years ago when this new updated version didn't exist. You've actually maybe started or completed the old professional ethics module, which this EPSM has replaced, so you don't actually have to do this. So that could help out someone here. You still have the option if you want to do this. It's going to add value, and when we come on to the stats later on, students who do this module are more likely to pass their exams more effectively. So the ball is really in your court. I just want to make it sure for you on there. But the other thing on here is, after reading about this and researching a bit more, I'd actually recommend that you do this before the audit exam and probably before the actual PM and FM exam as well. So earlier on when you're going through the actual applied examinations on there, because the earlier you do it, the better off you're going to be, rather than what lots of students fall into the trap is actually leaving it to the last minute, putting it off, and then not getting the full benefit. Because at the end of the day, you can complete the module and then it's still open to you as well, so you can come back into it and then have a look at it again if you need to go through it. So especially with the audit and assurance exam, you're going to have ethics in there, which is definitely going to be helpful on if you complete an ethics and professional skills module. So my personal opinion is, do it whilst you're doing the applied skills modules, especially before the audit and assurance exam. The earlier you do it, the better. Plus you have to do it anyway. So coming up to the actual top, we've covered these 2 points at the bottom now. We've had a look how it links into the options. These are some other notes that I really wish I'd have known before I actually had to have done mine. So students who actually complete this, we alluded to it earlier, but they are up to 25% more likely to pass their SBL exam, and they're also more likely to pass their actual SBR and whichever options they do. So it's to your advantage to actually get this done effectively, pass the module, and gain the understanding ahead of your exams. Next key note on here, as you can see at the top there, I'll wiggle my mouse, the peer assessment element has been introduced from April 2021. Now what this means is you will have to produce a presentation with notes, and this will be reviewed by 5 other students who are also doing the ethics and professional skills module. So it's to help a sort of peer review system that you get to see other people's work, what standard they're actually working at, and then you can provide constructive feedback. This is also worth mentioning that then you're going to have 5 ACCA students review your work, and then the expectation is that you'll actually have to review 5 other ACCA students' work. So it's a to and fro sort of situation, because it's all designed to help develop your ethical knowledge, and that is going to be based on learning from other students, and then also the key concepts and the elements that are discussed within the units. So you're going to develop these and able to access after completing. So as I touched on before, so if you want to refresh your knowledge, maybe you completed this a few years ago and then you've got advanced audit and assurance coming up, well, you can still log into it, you can still access all the resources, it's on your My ACCA, and to pull it down from there. It's going to develop your understanding of professional skills and how to demonstrate them professionally. You can also link this in, it was in one of the Q&As, to help you to complete your actual personal experience. So the 36 months that you'll need for your PER to actually get it signed off, that you've been in a qualifying workplace whilst you've been doing your examinations, and you can actually use this to go to your supervisor and say, look, these are the learning units and supporting units I'm doing. These are the professional skills I'm developing in the workplace. Can we link it to some of the objectives on there as well? So definitely worth noting that out to say, can I link this to my PER? And if you need more information about what the PER is and how that experience is relevant to ACCA, go ahead after this video and check that out on my channel. I've done a full in-depth one, just like this one, explaining all the details that you need. And then finally on here, prepare you for how ethics and professional skills will be tested, with 20% of the marks in SBL awarded for professional skills. So in other words, when I read that, I think to myself, well, if I don't do my ethics and professional skills module before my SBL exam, I'm going to be at a severe disadvantage on there because 20% of the marks relate to it. And then once you actually complete this, finish that final assessment at the end and pass it, you actually get a certificate of completion. So maybe you want to post it on LinkedIn or show it to your supervisor, tick it off with your boss, because it will help to build momentum to show that you're progressing through ACCA nicely. We also have on here how the ethics and professional skills module links into the other exams. So in other words, what it means here from SBL all the way down to audit and assurance are these strategic professional papers up here. So I've just highlighted for you on there. If you're doing SBL, it's going to be in data analytics. If you're doing SBR, it's in commercial awareness. For AFM, you've got innovation and skepticism. For P5 or APM, you've got commercial awareness. Advanced tax, like ISAT, it's communication. And then for advanced audit assurance, P7 ISAT, it's ethics and professionalism. So that's why I think you should be doing this before the audit and assurance, because there's ethics in there and professionalism as well. Now finally, I'm just going to hover my mouse on here, and it might cover my face on it, it's alright, but there are links on here to the actual Q&As for the ethics and professional skills, which again I've taken some notes and I've applied it in the video, so that's to help you out. There is a benefits video because there are always some students out there who go, why are we doing this? Well, it's in ACA and CIMA and other professional accounting qualifications have these built in. These are the skills that you need to develop in the workplace. But it's just one of the things that you're going to have to do. And to be honest with you, it really adds value. It's very much, yes, you're going to have the technical skills of becoming ACCA qualified, but then it's the other personal and professional skills, and then all the other sort of ethical aspects that you learn within your studies and then apply into the workplace, which makes this module so effective and worthwhile doing. There is also the actual syllabus up here that links into those 7 units and 3 assessment and supporting units. And if you go onto here, this is what that actually looks like. And it breaks down for you everything that you'd expect in Unit 1, and there are 10 units on here. And then you've got personal effectiveness, breaks it down into all the different areas. You've got innovation and skepticism. And if you go all the way to the bottom, you'll have there strategic professional support, Unit 9, and Unit 10, end of module assessment that we talked about, dynamic question bank, 14 questions on there, pass mark of 50%. Now, at the time of recording this video, I've not done an analysis of this document or anything on those lines, so as ever, if you'd like me to do one, feel free to drop me a comment, and also what you actually thought of this video as well. I'd really appreciate it. So that nicely gives you an overview of absolutely everything that you need to know about your ethics and professional skills module, when to actually do it, what value it's going to bring to you, and then how it is broken down, along with those other elements about the one-off fee, how long it's going to take you, and what are going to be the added value and benefits of you completing it. So thank you very much for watching. Now let's head back to the main screen for a final rundown. 3, 2, 1, go! Well, what did you think to that? Rahul, I hope that helped you out, my friend. That is a full review of what are the key elements of the Ethics and Professional Skills module for ACCA. If you found the video helpful, which I hope you have, make sure you give it a massive like and thumbs up below so more ACCA students can see my free content. And as ever, if you've got any queries or questions you'd like me to answer, feel free to leave me a comment at the bottom. I answer them all and I'm more than happy to help. And as ever, if you'd like access to all my free resources and all my new uploads, all you need to do is subscribe at the bottom so you don't miss out on any of them. Well, the final thing I can say is best of luck with your ACCA journey on your road to actually qualifying. I hope the videos on the channel help you out to reaching your target, all from my experience and insights on the way. What I've done for you as well as a final treat is I've left you a couple of videos at the end here, and if you click one of them, they're definitely going to help you pass your next ACCA exam. But as ever on that bombshell, I'll see you next time. Cheers!